Good morning. Take some moments of deep breath within, going within the sacred castle, and then releasing, of course, back around and through the ether around you. We're going to explore again the sacred wisdom tree within you that you are. First, some clarity or awareness or remembering may be the better term. A pine tree that releases its seeds, the pine cones, the acorns off the oak tree. First, remembering the tree, how it is rooted all the way down into the source, the center. We see that both literally and metaphysically. All the trees, all of you are rooted directly into the center, the source from where you came. So when a tree releases, expands, desires to expand, which we will go into deeper and deeper. When a tree desires to expand, when you desire to expand, you release the seeds of ideas, the seeds of possibilities, and you trust where that flows with the sacred wind, where it takes the seed, the idea. And as the seed goes to the sacred earth, what does it do naturally? It goes back to source. It grows a root all the way down to the center. Very similar to a womb, the umbilical cord. It roots here first. It's where it gets its nutrition. It is the taproot of all. It is truly one in divine mind and heart. We will explore that further, but as you go inside the sacred trunk, as you're remembering the taproot that goes all the way down to center, to source, you're tracing it back, but it's always been there. And so we go inside this trunk and we recognize the rings truly spirals within. And as next time we'll begin to spiral upward, we want to bring the awareness again back into the spiral, the center, everything that is the spiral that is connected to the center. As we see in the middle, you can see where the seed grew, the little spot in the middle, and how it expanded and expanded. What goes on outside the tree? has already occurred inside the tree. And if just for a moment, let's say we can go into one of these rings, again, remembering that they're all spiraled and connected, and that is so important. But if we look at the center and we pull one of the rings, when the tree is cut, you can see the rings. Let's say we pull one of these up to the surface, to our mind, to our awareness. One of these rings can represent many things and are actually many things. But just imagine that this is the blueprint that captures the energy fields that you also call wisdom, the things that were created, that you co-created from physical, emotional expressions that were first in the metaphysical. One ring, just one ring, is where all of this memory and wisdom is stored. And yes, it's connected in a spiral to all these rings you see. It's really not a ring fully, it is a spiral. You are the tree. You are both this trunk of the tree. It is your experience now. It is your wholeness. You are that. So the rings represent all the experiences you've had in this lifetime. And at the same time, because there is no separation, there is only one wholeness. All the rings represent all of the experiences, your energy field as a metaphysical energy that has been experiencing things more than just this physical plane that you're on now. It stores all of those experiences, all of the wisdom. So when we say you truly are one in divine mind, you truly have all of this wisdom. And when your awareness, your consciousness, your vibration rises and expands, the knowingness of things just naturally come to you. When you're vibrating in the highest of all love, it is a vibration of gratitude and love, what you would call those emotions. So just one of you, can you fathom the wisdom within? And it's all connected to the one, the center. You all are connected to that. So when we feel and understand our own energy field, we begin to know everyone else's as well. We will note that for many generations and iterations, because these rings of you store the blueprint of all experiences. We see and understand and acknowledge that you can go into these blueprints. And if there's something that a human would deem negative or traumatic, the experience is there. But something quite magical happens when the awareness of all things connected as one. We call it a divine filter, where the experience of the human body, the human mind, will deem things one way. This filtering system simply takes the wisdom, the deeper understanding and awareness from that experience. Can you go into the tree of wisdom with one awareness and pull out what the human would call traumatic events? Yes. But we are asking for you to consider that everything is spiraling in as one, and that bringing a divine filter is not denial. The divine filter is the truth. And everything rises to that vibration. So what you go in looking for, you will find. And everyone initially remembers this. But as you expand, what you deem negative is not there. It is simply the wisdom. We want you to recognize that every ring probably has something that a human would deem as painful. But we now ask you to go within and have a greater understanding that it is all wisdom, wholeness, oneness. And when you are aware of the taproot into the one love, the one divine mind, that is what we think is the divine filter. It really is simply the truth. Walk in your rings of wisdom today, knowing that this is your truth. And so it is.